Welcome back, friends. As we all know, Louisiana is a state full of water and a great number of miles of swampland. Today on our list of haunted New Orleans, we'll learn about the Manchac Swamp, which is situated about a half-hour northwest of New Orleans and is filled with tremendous beauty, critters of all kinds, creepy crawlers, and mostly among them, alligators and ancient cypress trees. Also known as the Ghost Swamp, the folklore reports that the Manchac Swamp is still haunted today by a Creole voodoo priestess known as Julia Brown. Julia Brown was born in Louisiana around 1845. When Julia Brown was alive at the turn of the 20th century, she lived at the edge of the swamp close to the towns of Ruddock, Frenier, and Napton. These were prosperous communities whose people logged cypress trees and farmed. The railroad was the town's lifeline, as there were no roads, no doctors, and no electricity. Rather than traveling the great distance to New Orleans to find a doctor, folks would seek Julia out to be their local healer. Julia was both known for her charms and her curses. She would often sit on her porch and play her guitar and sing songs. One of her songs included the words, "One day I'm going to die and take the whole town with me," and so the legend was born, and her prediction came true that when she passed, the whole town would also go. Well, the inevitable happened, and Julia passed away. But here's the creepy part. On the day of her funeral, September 29, 1915, a monster hurricane swept in from the Caribbean, coming out of nowhere, carrying with it a 30-foot wave. The storm surge rose 13 feet, and the winds blew and roared at 125 miles an hour. Many of the townspeople sought protection in the railroad depot, and 25 people were killed when the depot collapsed. A total of close to 300 people in Louisiana died that day, including approximately 60 in Julia's immediate community. When the storm cleared on October 1st, the local communities had been entirely destroyed. Many homes were gone, buildings were left in ruins, and miles of railway tracks were washed away. One of the few survivors later described clinging to a tree, trying to ignore the death screams of the lost souls drowning in the swamp. Some still believe today that the storm was the result of the wrath of Julia Brown. They say Julia placed a curse on the town because she felt taken for granted. And so stands the legend of Julia Brown, which has become the area's most popular ghost story. To the brave at heart, guided tours can be taken in the swamp. And putting the haunted aspect aside, the tremendous beauty you'll see will be well worth any amount of fear you might feel. Thank you so much for watching from Drugstore Dreams. Please like and subscribe. We sure do appreciate you. And remember, dream it, imagine it, you can do it.